Hi there, I'm Jeff Olson, and I've been a volunteer bell ringer for many years. I love this organization and being part of the Christmas season, so thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to teach you all the ins and outs of being a bell ringer. Now, a lot of people think we're crazy for standing outside in the cold, but because of us, the Salvation Army is able to feed the hungry, house the homeless, and free people from addiction. That's not craziness, that's compassion. So here's the bell ringer rundown. You can ring all day if you want. It's just asked that you ring for a minimum of 2 hours, or split those 2 hours with a friend. People of all ages are welcome to ring the bell. No more than 5 people can ring at a given site. If you have a large group, consider ringing at multiple locations, or take a longer shift and rotate in all the members of your group. When the day of your first bell ringing shift has arrived, remember, dress warm. And when I say warm, I mean dress like you're about to climb Mount Everest. It's amazing how cold it can get standing outside in one spot for several hours. So I'm talking a warm coat and boots, wool socks, long underwear, hats, gloves, scarves, the works. Feel free to bring a thermos full of your favorite beverage too. Just make sure it's alcohol-free. Some bell ringers bring a carpet square or a mat to stand on too to prevent sore back muscles. And we all know life happens. If you can't make it to your shift, please just call the Salvation Army right away. Or better yet, find a friend to replace you. When you arrive at your kettle location, keep the following in mind before you start your shift. Double check your ringing location. Most locations have kettles at both the entrance and the exit doors. Once you find your kettle, all the equipment you need should be there. 2 bells, 2 aprons, and a kettle. If you need more than 2 bells, please bring your own. If your shift is the first of the day, the kettle equipment may arrive a few minutes later depending on weather and traffic, so please be patient. I assure you it's coming. If your shift starts after 10 a.m., it's likely that another bell ringer will be at your kettle finishing their shift, so let them know you're next to volunteer. The store wants to provide their customers with the best shopping experience possible. You and the Salvation Army are part of that experience. So please help by plastering a smile on your face, wishing folks a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and saying thank you to people for their donations. And if the spirit of the holiday moves you, don't be afraid to sing songs or even dance. Now, if foot traffic is better somewhere else nearby, you may be tempted to move your kettle, but don't. While your intentions are admirable, all the kettle locations have been discussed with store managers, and the best locations have been agreed upon. If you need to warm up or take a break, feel free to step inside for a few minutes. Don't worry, your kettle will be fine. It's locked shut and chained to the stand. And if your kettle fills up, nice work. But don't spend too much time celebrating. Call the Salvation Army number provided to you and tell them to bring a new kettle. But keep in mind that kettles often seem fuller than they actually are. As people continue giving money, tell them to push their bills into that kettle firmly. If you have any problems whatsoever, call immediately. It's a good idea to program the Salvation Army's number into your phone so you have it. Some volunteers make bell ringing a little bit more special with instruments, music, and props, but there are some simple do's and don'ts. Musical instruments are a great way to attract attention to your kettle and bring in more donations. Wow! However, not all stores allow them. If you'd like to play an instrument, please check with the Salvation Army first. Christmas caroling is perfectly acceptable. Radios, CD players, and the like are not. Now, your pet may be the friendliest in the whole wide world, but not everybody is comfortable around animals, so leave your pets at home. The only acceptable animals are guide dogs. And if you have a special uniform you'd like to wear to represent your group or organization, feel free to wear it. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, including your shift. Another ringer should arrive at your kettle, and when they do, don't forget to give them your bell and apron. Those aren't souvenirs, they have to stay with the kettle. If the next volunteer hasn't arrived at the end of your shift, place the bell and the apron next to the kettle and be on your merry way. Remember, you don't have to stand guard over the kettle. It's locked up tighter than Fort Knox. If you have the last shift of the day, feel free to leave when it's over. The Salvation Army will take care of everything else, picking up the kettle, bells, and apron. Once again, thank you so much for your interest in becoming a Salvation Army bell ringer. Thank you for volunteering with the Salvation Army this Christmas season. May God bless you for your kindness and compassion. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.